Assalamualaikum everyone. How's everyone? Good evening, guys. Please open March, June 2022 attempt. And please move to question number 2. Please open this question. March, June 2022 attempt. Question number 2. Please write OK in the chat box once you open this. Okay. Eliva, please kindly do on the Excel so that after the class you can forward it to all. Thank you so much. Okay, let's move to the requirement, guys. First, A requirement, recommend on financial grounds a hedging strategy for the 18.25 million euro, 18.25 million euro payment using the market data available on 1st March. And assuming the options are exercised, assumed basis diminishes to 0 at current contract maturity at a constant rate based on monthly interval. Nothing is new. It's a normal question. Question always tested in this way. So number one requirement is 18.25 million payment. Assuming the option will be excised, we always assume in normal question that option will be excised. Assuming basis diminishes to 0, we always assume that basis diminishes to 0. B part. Evaluate the impact on the result of using the 3 hedging instrument being considered if the rates and future prices are as per scenario 1 and 2 on 1st August. This is a new scenario. We haven't solved any question like this B part. Okay, let's see once we read the scenario. C part, explain what is meant by basis. What is basis? Basis obviously is the difference between future rate and the current spot rate and the basis risk, and discuss the impact of basis risk on the hedging decision being considered A and B. D, explain the reasons why local treasury function may be established in countries where F company operates. So why it is preferable to establish a local treasury function. So that's the requirement. So let's start reading this case. Just giving you 2 minutes. Please try to read the scenario, guys. Okay. F company is an American company with a centralized treasury function based in US. However, company board is currently considering whether to establish additional treasury function in some or all of the other countries in which F company operates. So previously they are operating with a central treasury. Central treasury means all the functions, all the decisions are being taken by the one department which is sitting in the head office. Now they are thinking to establish other local treasuries in which the local staff will decide about the sum of the decisions. Today date is 1st March. You should underline this. Company treasury team is currently looking at a hedging of payment of 18.25 due to be paid on 1st August. So how many months are there? March, April, May, June, July, 5 months, right? There are 5 months. Spot rate is given, dollar over euro is given. So we have to multiply it. This is payment is in euro and rate is in dollar over euro. So we have to multiply. Guys, please tell me, in case of payment, you will multiply with the lower rate or the higher rate? Do you remember? Multiply with the lower rate or higher rate? In case of payment, come on, higher rate. In case of payment, we have to multiply with the higher rate. In case of payment, we have to multiply with the higher rate. Multiply with the higher, now. Okay, currency future is given 1.156. Currency option is given, exercise price is 1.1540. So this exhibit is for A part. It's a very normal question. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is difficult. B part, or second exhibit. The treasury team has also been asked to consider two scenarios for what the exchange rate could be on 1st August and also significance of the basis risk in deciding how the risk should be hedged. Scenario 1, spot rate on 1st August, closing spot rate is given. Okay. Currency future is given. This is the closing rate of future is given. Now the future rate is this 1.1552. Closing future rate is given. Scenario 2, spot rate is given and closing future rate is given. That's the second exhibit. So now let's solve one by one. Let's move to the first requirement, that is recommend on financial ground a hedging strategy for $18.25 million payment using the market data available on 1st March. Okay, he specifically mentioned that only consider the exhibit 1 and solve the A requirement for 9 marks. Part A. Let's do the hedging. Remember, we have 3 scenarios. We have 3 scenarios. Payment is foreign currency payment is in euros. And that is 18.25 million. $18.25 million. Number 1 contract is forward contract. Forward contract. Okay, this one is very easy. 5-month forward contract is given 1.1544. 5-month forward contract is given, and the rate is dollar over euro. 1.1544. So the expected payment in dollar is 18.25 million euro into 1.1544. So that's the payment. 21.067 million. That's the payment in forward. Then solve the currency future. Okay, first step was identify the amount of currency. Amount of currency we know. You can simply copy from above. Second step, this is the amount of currency to be hedged. Second step, decide whether to buy or sell future. As the payment is in euro and contract size is in euros, we have to buy the future. Buy September future. And rate is dollar over euro. Rate is 1.1560. 1.1560. Next, calculate the number of contracts. This is in euros, 18.25 million divided by 125,000 euros. So number of contracts are 146. Next step is close the future contract. Here we need to calculate the lock-in rate. Lock-in rate. Remember the formula of lock-in rate. If I write here, formula of lock-in rate is opening future minus opening future minus current spot into remaining months divided by total months. This is the formula. So what is the opening future? 1.1560 minus 1.1560 minus current spot. Current spot is 1.1497. 1.1497. You will have to take the higher rate into remaining months. How many months are there? Today is 1st March and we have chosen September contract. Please calculate the number of contracts. We have selected September contract. Today is 1st March. Calculate the number of contracts. Calculate the number of months. How many number of months are there, guys? Today is 1st March and we have chosen September contract. March, April, May, June, July, August, September. 7 months. 1st March to 30th September. 7 months. And how many months are remaining? We will close the contract on 1st August. Total months are 7 and remaining months are, we are closing the contract on 1st August. So into 2 divided by 7. Into 2 divided by 7. So 1.1542 is the lock-in rate. 1.1542 is the lock-in. Okay. Any question, guys? opening future minus opening future current spot into remaining months divided by total months. Opening future is 1.1560. Current 1.1560 into 1.1497. Guys, wait a minute. Okay, the current spot is 1.1497. Today is 1st March. This is 30th September. Total months are 7 and remaining months are 2 because we are closing contract on 1st August. For August full month is available. September full month is available. So the closing spot will be, the lock-in rate will be 1.1542. Now calculate the expected payment. That is foreign currency into lock-in rate. 21.064 million. Okay. Now let's do the option. Okay, there's a question about number of contracts. Very simple. Number of contract is foreign currency amount divided by the contract size. Foreign currency amount divided by the contract size. Next is option contract. Okay, first step is same. Foreign currency is 18.25 million. Second step is buy future. So that means call option, right? We need to buy the euros. So contract size is in euros. So it's a euro call option. Euro call option. Strike price is 1.1540. Dollar over euro. Contract says 18.25 million divided by 125,000. 146. So there is no rounding off of contract. So that means there is no under hedging or over hedging. There will be no under hedging or over hedging. Premium, number of contract 146 into 146 are the number of contracts into contract size 125,000 into 0.69, 0.69. 0.69 cents. That means 0.0069. So contract is in euros and this is in dollar over euros. So amount will be in, this is amount in dollars. Premium is in dollars. So do we need answer in dollars or euros? What is our local currency? Guys, Do we need answer in euros or dollars? We need answer in dollars because dollar is our local currency. So that means we do not have to do anything more. This is the final answer. Okay, next is, it is assumed that option will be exercised. It is assumed that option will be exercised. So what is the option? We will receive euros. We will receive euros and we will pay in dollars. We will receive euros and pay in dollars. So answer in local currency is payment in dollars. So how many contracts we have done? 146 contracts. One contract has a size of 125,000. If you multiply this, answer will be in euros. So you need to multiply with exercise rate, that is 1.1540. So that's the payment you will do in dollars. You will also pay the premium. So the net payment will be, or the total payment will be, $21.186 million. So under option, we have to pay 21.186. Under future, we have to pay 21.064 million. Under forward, we have to pay 21.067 million. So which one will be recommended? Which one is recommended? Guys, under the future, answer is 21.064. Under the forward, 21.067. Under the option, it is 21.186 million. Which one is recommended? Future. Under financial grounds, future contract is recommended. However, company should also consider forward contract as no basis is involved in forward and no basis involved in forward. But there is higher risk of default if the counterparty is risky. Option contract is not feasible here, but if market moves in other direction, option will become favorable, as it is a right, not an obligation. Okay, point number 25. Cell number 25 is, we need the answer in home currency. Home currency is dollars. So we have done 146 contracts. Each contract has a value of 125,000 euro. And this is the exercise price or the option rate. We will multiply with the option rate in order to arrive at the home currency. So number of contracts into contract size into strike price. Cell number 25. Please guys, go through it. If you have any question, do let me know. B part is evaluate the impact on the result of using the three hedging instrument being considered if the rates and future prices are as per scenario 1 and 2. So let's read the question. This is scenario 1. Scenario 1, spot on 1st August is given, 5-month forward is given, currency future rate is given. Okay, let's calculate the scenario 1. Okay, let's do the scenario 1. In case of forward, we have 3 contracts: forward, future, and option. Forward, we have locked the forward at which price? 1.1544. Now, whether the currency appreciates or depreciates, we will not change this. Forward contract is locked whether interest rate, whether currency, whether exchange rates appreciate or depreciate, it will have no impact on forward contract. Second is future contract. Future contract. So in future contract, we have locked our position at, we have opened the future contract at 1.1560. So the opening future contract rate is dollar over euro 1.1560, right? Now the closing future rate is in the market. Closing future is 1.15. So we have buy the future. So opening future rate was buy. This will be now sell. So are we earning a gain or loss? We are buying at 1.1560. Now the future rate is 1.1552. This is the closing future. In exam, closing future rate is given. Closing future rate is 1.1552. Opening future rate, which we have done, 1.1560. Is it a gain or loss, guys? We have opened the contract in 1st March, that is on 1st March. Now it is 1st August. On 1st March, we have done the contract at 1.1560. Now the same future is trading at 1.1552. Is it a gain or loss? Please tell me. It's a loss. So loss is how much the loss? 0.000 over euro into 146 contract into 1 contract size. So the loss amount is 14,600. 14,600. That's the loss amount. Okay. It's not a gain. We have entered into a contract to buy the euros at 1.1560. Now the contract moves to 1.1552. So it's a loss. Okay. It's not a gain. Right? Okay, now what is the spot in the market now? In scenario 1, what is the spot in the market? 1.1534. You will do the actual transaction at 1.1534. Actual. You will buy euro at actual market, actual spot rate. At 1.1534. So 18.2534. 18.25 million into 1.1534 plus you also have to face the loss 14,600. So the total amount is 21.19 million. So the total amount will be 1.1534. 1.1534. Why it is different? So I think this is the same answer. So guys, scenario number 1 is given. If in August spot rate move to this point, are you listening, guys? Voice is clear? Let me copy it. Scenario number 1 is in August, if the spot rate moved to 1.1534 and the currency future rate moved to 1.1552. So what you will do? You have already buy euro at 1.155, 1.1560. You have done the contract to buy euro at 1.1560. But now the same future moves to 1.1552. So you will buy at 1.1560. You will sell at 1.1552. Your loss will be 0.0008. This is the loss on one contract. You have total 146 contract. Into contract size is 125,000 euros. And this 600 euros is the loss which you will face. Okay. On 1st August, you will do the transaction at 1.1534. You will actually buy 25 million euros into 1.1534. You will get 21049,550. That's the amount you will pay to buy the euros on 1st August. Plus you have to pay 14,600. So in short, you will have to pay 21. That's the amount you will have to pay. Okay. And what about the option contract? You have bought the strike rate, excise price, you have bought the option at 1.1540. That you will buy euros at 1.1540. Market moves to 1.1534. You have bought the strike rate, you have bought the option, you will buy euro at 1.1540. Market moves at 1.1534. Will you buy at the option or will you move to the market to buy at 1.1534? Please tell me. What you will do, guys? Will you excise the option at 1.1540 or will you move to the market to buy at 1.1534? Which one is feasible? We will go to market, right? We will go to market, right? So in option contract, you will write that option we will buy 18.25 million euro at market rate. So you will buy 18.250 at market rate 1.1534. But guys, you still have to pay the premium. You still have to pay the premium, whether you buy from the market or not. So the premium is, so the total cost will be so this is your total cost. So you will not exercise the option, you will go to the market. So similar case, scenario number 2. Forward answer will not change. It will remain same as we have already locked the rate. Guys, voice is clear? Are you listening? Okay, in future, we have buy euro contract At rate, what was the rate? 1.1560, right? Dollar over euro. Now the closing future is 1.1563. 1.1563. So we buy the euro at 1.1560. Market is at 1.1563. Are we getting gain or loss? Please tell me. This is a case of gain or loss. Guys, gain. How much is the gain? 0.003 into 146 into 125,000. So gain is only 5475. Rest is same. You will buy euro from market, and that is 18,250 into market rate. Market rate is 1.1549. Now, in second scenario, spot rate is 1.1549. 1.1549. And the gain is, yes. So the net payment is, this is a net payment, 21.071 million total payment. Okay, what about the option? You have the option to buy. Strike rate is 1.15. What was the strike rate? 1.1540. 1.1540. Now the closing spot is 1.1549. So will you exercise the option at 1.1540, or will you do the transaction at closing spot at the market rate? Guys, will you exercise the option and buy the euro at 1.1540, or will you go to the market and buy at 1.1549? Option will be exercised or not? Option will be exercised. So there will be, option will be exercised here. If you exercise the option, then the above case will be true because you have already exercised the option. Okay. So why, let's learn why there is no difference in forward contract, whether the currency appreciate or depreciate, why there is no impact on the forward, because in forward you locked your position. Now your question should be, sir, in future we also lock our position, but in future we are facing the basis risk. Remember what is basis risk, guys? Basis is the difference between future rate and current spot. On 1st March, future rate was 1.1560. And on 1st March, spot rate was 1.1497. 1.1497. So what was the lock-in rate? What was the basis? 1.1560 minus 1.1497. So total basis was 0.0063. And on 1st August, this basis should reduce to 0.0018. This basis should reduce to 0.0018. Okay, what happened? Scenario 1. What happened? Future rate and spot. Scenario 1. What is the future rate, guys? $1.1552 and spot 1.1534. What is the difference? Scenario number 1. Future rate is 1.1552. Look at. In scenario 1, future rate is 1.1552 and spot is 1.1534. So what is the difference, guys? 0.0018, right? Point 0018, guys. Okay. 0.0018. Please write in the chat box if you're listening. Guys, are you listening? Is voice clear? Okay, that's why if you look at the answer carefully, the scenario number 1 and the future answer was in A part 21.064 million. And scenario 1 answer is same 21.064 million. That's why scenario number 1 and the A answer was same. But what happened in scenario 2? Scenario 2. Future rate is 1.1563 and spot rate is 1.1549. What is the difference now? What is the difference, guys? 0.0014. Right? So we can say that if basis does not diminish constantly in a constant interval, we will not get the perfect hedge. That's why future answer is different in scenario number 2. You can write that in scenario 1, basis diminishes constantly on monthly intervals and company did not face any basis risk, as answer is same. But in scenario 2, basis does not diminish constantly on monthly interval. So on 1st August, basis was 0.0014 instead of 0.0018. So that's why there was imperfect hedge. Okay, guys, you got the point, right? That was the main point here. The rest of the points were simple. In point number C, you have to explain that what is basis. You will explain that basis is the difference between forward is a current spot and the future rate. Basis risk is we always assume that basis will diminish, not diminish in a constant manner. Company will face the basis risk. Okay, and obviously in C part you will explain that that in scenario number 2, company is facing the basis risk. In scenario number 1, company does not face any basis risk. Okay. Guys, any question? And last part is very simple. Explain the reason why local treasury function may be established in countries. Why there is a need of local treasury instead of central treasury. You can write many reasons. Number one reason is if you have a local treasury will more efficiently understand the local needs. They will quickly solve the local problems. They will quickly handle the local operations, and the regional problems and regional issues will more efficiently addressed. Second, if you have a local treasury, they know the local environment, they know how to manage, how to effectively communicate with the local banks. They know how to take the financing at a better rates by creating a communication with the local banks. They even get the better rates, but they can better negotiate with the local banks. They can get the better rates for the financing as well as for the surplus. And if you have the knowledge of the laws and the tax and better control the tax and law related issues. So you can explain, you can give these 3 to 4 reasons that why local treasury functions may be established in countries where this company operates. You have to write actually advantages of the local treasury. So it's a request, guys, do solve this question again so that you have a better understanding of the answer.